Greetings, earthlings. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl, Saturn Mystic, and I'm back at you with another pick a card reading. In this reading, we're gonna be all up in people's business about their perception in regards to you. Be aware that with these type of readings, is other people's perceptions of you. You do not have to take what does not resonate, okay? Also, this is not a personal reading, but I'm going to be working on a platform where you guys can get personal readings from me later on in the future if you would like to scam. Anyways, I would like to take a time to appreciate you guys for supporting my channel. In a month, you guys have led me to be from 75 subscribers to like 500 subscribers, which is pretty awesome, pretty amazing. I'm so glad that the readings are resonating with you guys. All I've ever wanted was to make friends online. All I ever wanted was to connect with people. And one of the best things that I know how to do is give advice. So with that being said, I am so glad that you guys are resonating with the readings. They really, really mean so much to me. I tap into my spirit guides, and sometimes my readings could be a little off and a little kooky, and some of the energies may not pertain to your current situation right now, but could happen in the future. Be aware that the readings are timeless. Hope that you pick the picture from the thumbnail, but if not, I will be presenting the choices right here. Pick with your third eye, whatever you feel most drawn to, and look down in the pinned comment where you will find the timestamp to your reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to join the tribe, and then comment down below if you want to see other types of tarot readings with me, from me, whatever it is that you like to see, suggestions down below. But without further ado, I will see you at your reading. Bye. Hi Pawan, welcome. If you picked the first photo on the thumbnail, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. We're gonna go ahead and channel some little messages from the photo that I got here on Pinterest. Be aware that I actually made the thumbnail for this reading months ago. So like, this is completely new energy. Like, I just didn't feel like doing this topic yet, but I feel like now is the right time. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. Yeah, I will be using the Kittens Tarot to pull your main spread. We're gonna get into basic people, the general public, your friends and family, and how your lovers perceive you. All right, so with that being said, I'm hearing lotus. So the lotus flower has a lot to do with, like, from the concrete, who knew that a flower would grow? I don't know. I think how lotuses grow, they grow in dirt. So some of you guys could have went through a lot of hardships, a lot of turmoils, could have came from poverty, could have actually elevated yourselves in some shape or form. You could be very like natural. So with that being said, like, you could look younger than your years. You could be keeping up with like your spiritual hygiene too. Could be a very religious person, or somebody set in their ways, and somebody who practices their belief systems authentically and isn't ashamed of worshiping whatever God, deity, spirit guide, ancestor you decide to honor. I feel like you're a person who is very ethereal, very authentic. When I was looking at this picture, I actually thought it was Kylie Jenner at first. So big luminary energies here. You could be a Leo, you could be a Cancer, you could also be a Pisces. Sagittarius energy is right here. It's giving virginal too, so Virgo could be important. So some of you guys could look innocent, and you could look younger than your years. I don't know, girl. I don't know if you're like 43. That's a random number that came up to me. Or like, you guys are very much into water sports. You love to hike, possibly. You like the song I Follow Rivers, because now I'm getting I follow you deep sea, baby. I follow you. You could also have a lot of people mesmerized with your energy. You could be very magnetic. A lot of people's perceptions of you is that you kind of attract things into your life effortlessly. You kind of get lucky. Even though you might have had humble beginnings, or you could have struggled, or could have came from like a lower class, I feel like where you are now is very different than who you used to be. And I feel some of you guys, it's because of the fact that you have taken your spiritual work very seriously, and it's showing on you. It's actually showing on your skin. You're glowing. Your hair is like longer too. Or for some of you guys, you could also have a lot of different hairstyles. You could like to change up your hair. In this case, I feel like some of you guys could also have went through a phase where you could have been trying to figure out like who you are. So you could have been through a phase where you changed a lot of styles, and you could have honed into your like own personal style. So a lot of you guys could be dressing more age appropriate or more in center with yourself. I don't know. The perceptions that people have of you, pile number one, is that you're comfortable within yourself with who you are. And for some of you guys, you kind of give like MILF vibes. I don't know if you're a mom. I don't know if you're a mom. I don't know if you are also destined to be known and or famous, or you already got some clout. I don't know if people don't know anything about you because you don't be popping out and you've been doing a lot of spiritual work or whatever, but maybe you are now coming out. Maybe you secluded yourself and put yourself in some sort of isolation in order to work on yourself, and now you're coming back and people are seeing like a 180. I don't know. I feel like all of a sudden, maybe you're vegan, vegetarian. You could also be doing like a juice cleanse for some of you guys, because I'm really getting a person who is into like natural herbs. So if you like natural skincare products, if you make natural skincare products, you could also smell really good. People really like the way that you smell. I feel like people love the way that you smell. I feel like you have like some sort of special concoction, maybe with oils, maybe with powders, maybe like the fragrance that you use. You could use like a common fragrance that people can get anywhere, like from Sephora or whatever, but you mix it up with like your own essential oils. For some of you guys, I'm kind of getting that you guys probably enchant your skincare, and that could be why people are magnetized to you. If it's that you're doing, then it's working, honey. You are bringing those individuals to you. You are magnetizing those individuals to you. I really feel like you are a person who is grounded but compassionate. You could be a mother. You could also, I think I said that already, but I don't know. It's giving like you may look more innocent than you actually really are. I feel like the perception, I feel like people, okay, pretty privilege is what I'm getting here. The halo effect. You have pretty privilege, and therefore like things that you do, even if you do mischievous things, bad things, people don't really have a negative perception of you because of your beauty. You are the standard. I feel like people let you slide with a lot of things, and it's because of your looks. It's because of your beauty. It's because of your magnetism. You could also pretend to be ditzy too in order to get your way. You could also be the type of individual who like knows more than you let on. So in regards to like sexual partners or things like that, like they could want to obtain you because you give wifey material, but like you're a freak in the sheets. I don't know, pile number one. That is what I'm getting from your photo here. So let's go ahead and get into the tarot. So we're gonna get into pile number ones. How is my pile number one being perceived right now? How do the people perceive you? All right, how do the people perceive you, my pile number one? We're gonna go ahead and get into the general public, your friends and family, and then your lovers. So the first card is the general public. I don't know. The general public, because I'm getting the song Sensual Seduction, I feel like you could have a lot of people hitting on you all the time. I feel like a lot of people project their fantasies onto you, and I feel like you're very sexualized from both genders. I feel like you could come up, like girls could call you pretty like all the time, and dudes could want to be with you. Your friends and family, how do they perceive my pile number one? And then lovers. and romantic prospects. How do they perceive my pound number one? My pound number one. All right, you got 3 cards for that. So your lovers have a lot to say in regards to their perceptions of you. At the bottom of the deck here, we have the Justice card. This is giving Libra energy. Another thing, I wanted to say Venusian energy. I don't know, I did not channel that at first with the photo, but I'm getting Taurus, Libra energies too. And when I say Venusian energy, I feel like your looks could be attracting a lot of money to you. Okay. So with the Justice card at the bottom of the deck here, I feel like you're a very well-rounded individual. I feel like you could be educated. You could be an individual who could have a strong sense of justice and know right from wrong. You don't do individuals who like to bully the underdog. You really just like to keep it fair. You're very direct. And I feel like you sweeten up your directness. So your delivery, the way that you speak to individuals, you know how to say things that may not be so pleasant, but that may need to be said. And I feel like the world needs people like you, pound number one, okay? So how does the general public perceive you? Here we have the Judgment card. Oh my God, major arcana. So I feel like the general public perceives that whenever you enter their life, there's some major shifts that are going to be happening, and there's a reason for their meeting, your meeting. So like when you come in contact with people, I feel like you activate them. Nothing was the same. I feel like nothing is the same. Whenever you come into people's lives, the general public is changed. Okay, so by general public, I mean like just people who could be like acquaintances or individuals who you run into on a day-to-day basis that you don't really have deep relationships with and things like that. I feel like you definitely grab people's attention, and I feel like your energy can shift the mood in the environment. So when you come into people's lives, I don't know if you're a light worker or if you like have some sort of grand mission or whatever, or you just carry yourself with authority, with comfortability, with authenticity, that like you awaken dead souls. I feel like you shine a light to other people. I feel like people love to see you. You may have a moon face. I don't know why that is prominent here. So also Rohini placements. I don't know if that's like moon and Rohini. Anyways, I don't know if that's like a Taurus placement or something, Venusian or Piscean. I don't know, but it gives like a moon face. And when I say moon face, I feel like your face like lights up the room. You could have very rounded features. You could also have really high cheekbones. You could have really beautiful hair. Individuals here really like the way that you dress. You could feel very comfortable. Your clothes may be looser fitting, like you have more of a like relaxed vibe. But the general public, what their consensus is in regards to their perception of you is that you're here to change shit up, to shake it up. So you could have scorpionic placements, so Mars placements. So when Scorpio enters people's life, they typically enter people's life to cause immense change and or transformation, and possibly to awaken the populations to something that they weren't aware of before. So whenever you leave environments, I feel like you may not ever hear about these individuals again, but just know that your energy affects other people. And if ever you felt like you weren't important, or at some point you felt just know that your light affects everything around you, and you have a purpose. And your purpose here is to literally activate others by being authentically yourself. You need to be authentically yourself, because that is the way that you'll attract your tribe and how people will flock to you. I feel like my pound number one, you have a very important mission, and people perceive you as somebody who is very important. People perceive you as somebody who's like not to mess with, because they will get karma immediately type shit. Expeditiously type shit. You're not a person who wants the smoke, but I feel like your ancestors bring the smoke nonetheless. Your spirit guides bring the smoke nonetheless. I feel like if individuals try to do shiesty shit, everything is restored back into balance once you leave certain places, okay? In regards to how your family perceives you, pile number one, we have here the King of Cups. Oh, no, not the King of Cups. The King of Wands. Not the King of Cups. The King of Wands here. So, the King of Wands. Okay. So, I feel like you could be a leader of your family. You could be the type of person who is breaking a lot of generational curses. I feel like you could have a lot of notoriety. I feel like you're very charming. A lot of people really respect you. Oddly enough, if you are a feminine asking this question and how like people perceive you, your friends and family see you in a more masculine energy. I feel like they see you exert a lot of energy. I feel like they see you take action towards your goals and towards the things that you want to do. So they don't see you as complacent at all. They see you as very attractive. I feel like your family members, to be honest, look up to you for leadership and or guidance. And you are the type of person that your family members come to, your friends and family members come to. You could be a leader of the group, honestly. You give leader energy. You give like people flock to you from all walks of life type shit, not just the general public, but your friends and family here, they feel like you got the sauce, you got the knowledge, you are the one that knows what actions to take in order to yield specific results. So the King of Wands energy could also be reckless. So for some of you guys, y'all could have been reckless in the past. Y'all could like to party. Y'all could love to throw it back, get some drinks. I also feel like your family sees you as very free-spirited. Your friends and family see you as very free-spirited and somebody who is not able to find a partner because of the way that you think. Your thinking is so expansive. So you might have had difficulties with like settling down. I feel like maybe your family feels like, your friends and family feel like you want to be a bachelor. Like you are not worry about being with a romantic partner right now. You are not worried about like starting a family right now. Like it's all about you. You're very independent. You have your goals. You know the things that you want to pursue. You know who you are as a person. You know that people flock to you and people seek your leadership. You can also be a Leo here too, which I mentioned earlier with the luminaries. So King of Wands here. So yeah, I really do feel like with this King of Wands energy, you could be very regal, okay? A lot of your family members will be very much impacted if you weren't here. A lot of your friends will be very impacted if you're not here. I feel like they'll be lost puppies. They don't know anything to do. They don't know what to do because you have all the good ideas. You're always the one coming out with out of the box thinking. You're always the one who, knows the parties, knows the places to visit. You probably have expensive taste. A lot of the people around you could find you bougie. Your friends and family could find you bougie, could find you a little bit hard to please. In some cases, you could be very selfish and or narcissistic, but again, I don't know. I feel like, you're just more so about you type thing. But in other cases, in a lighter note, people could flock to you. And that's kind of what I'm getting. So let's move on to your romantic partners. Pile number one. How do your romantic partners perceive you? You got 3 cards. You got the 10 of Swords. Oh my God. We got the 5 of Cups. Oh my God. We got the 10 of Wands. Oh my God. I feel like romantic suitors, you have really bad luck in relationships. I'm not gonna lie to you. And it's not because of anything that you're doing specifically, I feel like a lot of the partners that you attract into your life are very much insecure and feel inadequate to you. So you could be the type of person who really doesn't care about like accolades, notoriety, status, and things like that, and people feel inadequate. So your romantic partners, their perception of you is that, you know, you could have a lot of responsibilities and you may not be able to settle down anytime soon. I feel like for some reason it's difficult to pin you down. It's difficult to make you settle. You are an individual who is probably emotionally unavailable as well. So for romantic partners here, I feel like you have gone through painful cycles and painful situations. These could be people who are no longer in contact with you if it's in regards to romantic partners. But I feel like your romantic partner's perceptions of you, pal number one, I feel like when you leave their lives, they're kind of lost without you. Okay, so if you are committed to somebody currently at this moment, I feel like losing you would be one of their biggest fears, because having you in their life, you're such an important person. You're such an important guiding light. You give non-biased and non-judgmental critiques and advice, and you're just so easy to talk to. I feel like you lift a lot of individuals' burdens, and I feel like a lot of the romantic partners that you attract could feel lighter when they are in your presence. So you can let people you are the type of person who lets people let down their hair. You're more easygoing, you're more fun and freedom loving. For some of you guys, like you might not be really serious for real. For some of you guys, some of y'all romantic partners perceive that you probably been through a lot in regards to the matters of the heart, and that you have suffered losses, and that you are probably not into love at the moment. They could feel like you're guarded, but you're attracting a lot of people in, but you may just not be open in regards to the matters of the heart, because your romantic partners perceive you as like close. But on the opposite spectrum, it could be that, you know, you lift their burdens, you make them feel lighter whenever they're in your presence. I feel like you brighten them up. Maybe you help your romantic partners deal with some sort of mental health issues or depression, or you help them get out of a rut. You're the type of partner who actually, you know, plans things on how to like get their goals accomplished. Like you're the type of like helper. I don't know. Don't get offended. Don't get offended. I'm getting Barbara the Builder. If you ever watch Year 7, stop being that. Stop falling in love with potential and see people how they are. Stop taking other people's burdens and responsibilities, okay? Because all that's gonna do is mentally and emotionally and spiritually deplete you, darling. On a side note, but your romantic partners, there's a mixed bag here. There's literally a mixed bag here. But that is all that I have for you, my pal number one. I just wanted to keep this one short, sweet, and simple. Y'all let me know how it resonated in the comments. Like this video if it resonated, to get me out here to the YouTube algorithm, you feel me? And subscribe to join the drive. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hi, pal 2. If you chose the second image, then welcome to How Do People Currently Perceive You. We're going to get into the general public, your friends and family, and your romantic partners. Be aware that this is how others perceive you. If it doesn't resonate, let it go. This is not a personal message, okay? Take what resonates, leave with this, all right? And this is at the time that you're watching this reading. Be aware that this is timeless, all right? All right, so let's go ahead and get into the channel messages that I got from this lovely, lovely photo that I acquired through Pinterest. Okay, my pile number 2. How are people perceiving you? You could have freckles, number one. I could be talking to somebody who's a redhead here also. Number 2, I'm getting Danish, Irish, French, UK, Canada, Brazil. Okay, so I don't know if these are places that you are watching me from. Shout out, that could be confirmation for you. I'm also hearing Pacific, so you could be a jokester. So you could be a jokester. You could also have had issues with speech impediment. So I don't know if some of you guys took a long time to speak, or if some of you guys have nervousness when it comes to like public speaking, or some of y'all need to like brush up on like your oral delivery, and maybe that could be sexually, but I mean like in a manner where if you are like in a front facing position, like you could use a little bit more practice with brushing up on your oratory skills. Some of you guys may have a big speech coming up. Practice. Because I'm literally seeing somebody here holding a piece of paper and like reciting something. So I don't know if you have a really big presentation coming up, or if you'll be publicly speaking, or if you'll be reading a book, or if you'll be doing your first performance. Some of you guys could be an artist. I'm hearing like an indie artist. Y'all could be in a band or something like that, but yeah, I don't know. For some of you guys over here, how do other people perceive you? Very angelic. You have a very angelic presence. So your presence could be very healing. I feel like a lot of people open up to you like naturally. I feel like a lot of people, you find yourself in places and in situations where people are like literally spilling out the beans to you. I feel like you are able to like get information from criminals just by your kindness and your softness. I feel like, okay, I don't know what movie this is, but this is the complete opposite of the angelic presence. But I saw this movie a long time ago with the dude from Harry Potter, and he had like horns. I think it's called horns actually. And he woke up with these horns or whatever one day, and he just had people spilling their deepest, darkest secrets whenever he was like in their presence. And the whole movie was about like a murder, like somebody killed his girlfriend or whatever, and like he was trying to get revenge and like try to find who the murderer was type shit. You could be a great investigator, you could work in the armed forces, or a police officer, or have a very strong sense of justice, just like pile number one. But in this case here, I feel like people are always spilling the beans to you. I feel like you be knowing the tea. You be knowing the tea. Some of you guys, people think that you're fake and that you play both sides. Giving Gemini, giving Pisces energy, giving Libra energy here. Very much of the kiki and haha, and very much friends with everybody, friends with none. Knowing or like being cool with everybody, friends with none. So I feel like some of you guys could also, I don't know, I feel like you have like deceptive energies, or you could attract a lot of deceptive people into your life. I don't know. I feel like it's a mystery about you. I don't know if your aura causes people to project on you. So you could get a lot of people who like could angrily project on you their insecurities and how they really feel about themselves. And you're the type of person who like is a very good transmuter of energies here. But I'm getting like a fallen angel kind of energy, like an angelic presence. So either you're very loving, you're very healing, people profess their loves to you, or like you could have a lot of individuals that are going to be coming up to you very soon. I don't know why this is important, that are going to be literally spilling their emotions, how they always felt about you. I don't know. I feel like you're going to be getting a lot of people that are going to be telling you the truth. I don't know if they're coming about some sort of transit going up in your like birth chart that is bringing like sudden revelation. So like a Uranus aspect in your chart, Plutonian aspect in your chart is going to have a lot of people confessing a lot of crazy shit to you. And I feel it's maybe because some of you guys could be unproblematic, but for other of you guys, it could be like the shiesty energy, like the dualistic energy, like you could be playing both sides. I feel like you're Switzerland, you're always a person who likes to stay neutral. You don't really have very strong opinions. And if you do, you don't really express them to a lot of people because I feel like you're afraid to be judged. For some of you guys, I'm also getting the perception that you could be people pleasers. Getting people pleaser energy. Again, this is other people's perceptions of, yep, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right. I'm hearing Samantha. I'm hearing Lily, Jade, Jack, Rari. I don't know why I'm getting that. Some of you guys could have a manic pixie aesthetic. Y'all could be like a damsel in distress. And you know, like a lot of people perceive you not as incompetent, but like a lot of people could flock to you because you look like you need help. Okay, so you look like you need help. A lot of people always want to assist you. You find that, you know, you kind of don't really have to do much because like people do things for you. So that's what I'm getting from you, from the channel messages here, from the photo girl. Let's go ahead and get into the pile. Pile number 2. How do people perceive my pile number 2? My pile number 2. Some of y'all favorite color could be turquoise or blue. Some of you guys could benefit from using aquamarine, or aquamarine could be your birthstone. I'm here. Too. I'm getting seashells. She sells seashells by the seashore. So you guys could be really good with like those kind of like riddles. You could like to do puzzles. You could also like to write poetry. For some of you guys could be very expressive. For some of you guys may need to write some more. Okay, so my pile number 2. How do people perceive my pile number 2? 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 All right, at the bottom of the deck here, we have the 5 of Cups. Okay, this giving damsel in distress energy, as I was getting before. You could be very sad. You could be an individual who has suffered a lot of emotional losses. You could have been through a breakup currently right now in this moment. You could actually be broken up with somebody, separated, crying over something that you did not get at this moment. I am really feeling here though that you are an individual who does not like to be alone, because now I'm getting this song. I don't know if it's because I'm lonely on a Wednesday night, 'cause I'm lonely. I'll admit it if you just keep crying, girl, I'm lonely. I think that's on one of the Drake album with the Chick-fil-A writing. Chick-fil-A cow writing or whatever. Cancer, because Party Next Door is a Cancer. But yeah, I don't know if you be having people reminiscing about you or whatever, or if you, I don't know, or like if you can feel lonely right now. I don't know, or like people can see that you're isolating yourself at the moment. I don't know. Maybe due to some maybe due to some kind of trickery. Okay, so how does the general public perceive you? We have the 2 of Wands here. So the general public could see that you are very much in your own little world, in your own little head. I feel like you just be paying no mind to things around you. Some of you guys could be unaware of your environment and or people's intentions. And that beep was confirmation here. So for some of you guys, a lot of people could perceive that you probably know how to possibly cook well. So a lot of you guys could be into baking. So you could be the individual who like participates in like helping like kitchens or feeding the homeless, or you could have a very charitable spirit. A lot of individuals, like the general public, also sees you as being in your own little world, paying no mind to nothing, having no cares, basically feeling unaffected. For some of y'all can carry trauma well. I feel like for some of you guys, like it's another day for you. For some of you guys, so like if something bad happens, you kind of like shake it off, and it kind of like slides off of you like baby oil. I feel like you're not a type of person who like takes yourself too seriously, and a lot of you guys may need to lay down on the junk food. I feel like especially if you're eating a lot at work on your desk, stop it. But yeah, that's very specific here. I feel like maybe whenever people see you is mostly when you go out for dinner with friends or for drinks, or like you guys are indulging in some sort of party. Maybe you're like the type of person who's always at the snack table at the parties, or you're the type of individual who is hanging out with the pets or whatever at the party, or I don't know, for some reason here, I feel like a lot of the general public feels like you're gonna have a long life because you just live your life with no cares, and you let shit slide. I don't know. I feel like the general public perception of you is that you're kind of like a Buddha, for real, kind of like happy all the time. I see that. Even though the Five of Cups was the overall energy. So even though if you've been through a breakup, stop eating some ice cream. Stop eating all the junk food. Please, please, please. Maybe you could be looking crazy right now, and the general public is trying to tell you, keep up on your hygiene. Maybe you're not putting in as much effort, or like you're not really caring about the way that you're presenting yourself, take it how it resonates. All right, your friends and family, pile number 2, how they perceive you. The Knight of Cups. I feel like your friends and family perceive you as a hopeless romantic. I don't know why I'm getting that you are into the Disney movies. You are into all the rom-coms. You love a good love story. You love to sob at sad moments. I feel like you could be a very emotional, dramatic kind of individual here too. And how your friends and families perceive you is that you are an individual who they can go to for love and support and care. Because some of y'all could be really big drinkers though. Some of y'all could be very big drinkers. And I feel like your friends and family sees you possibly like as a homebody. So I'm getting like a Taurus Cancer energy here too, because Taurus and Cancer love to overindulge and they love to live comfortably. So like, even though Taurus and Cancers have a lot of friends and a lot of family and close people around them, a lot of the people who see Taurus and Cancers usually are seeing them in some sort of like family gathering or close-knit circle or at a restaurant. You're not the type of person to be just standing on the dance floor, for example, at no damn bar. Y'all have a section. You like to go places where you know that you're going to be comfortable. You do not like to be uncomfortable. You're not the type of person who likes to be taken out of your element. You might not be the type of individual who likes to like glam camping or something. You may not really like to like be outdoors too much. You don't like to feel uncomfortable. I don't know. I feel like this kind of like you're scared of bugs or like this icky energy of like the outdoors. For some reason, I don't know why I'm getting that. So my power number 2, your friends and family really see you as a person who is a creature of habit and you're really in your comfort zone. A lot of the times, people might not be able to find you because you're the type of person who definitely makes plans and ends up canceling last minute because you'd rather stay home. Because you have all of the luxuries and the comforts inside of your home. And some of you guys can have a really tight-knit circle of friends and family who are like always hanging out with you. which you don't really have to like go outside and do shit. And if you do go outside and do shit, best believe that everything needs to be like planned out and paid for. Like, for example, if you're going to a club, y'all better have a section. For example, y'all not waiting at the door. For example, y'all not the hey! Sorry, my cats were over here trying to get into an argument over here. But you know, you could be very fixated in your own energy. A lot of your friends and family probably feel like it's time for, I don't know why I'm getting this about like personal hygiene. Or like if you've been through a depressive period because you have experienced some sort of loss or whatever, please don't let yourself go. Don't let yourself go. Go outside. Do different things. Say yes to the invitations. I feel like a lot of people are seeing you being emotional and wallowing in your sorrows and woe is me. But on the positive side, you just be a person who just loves comfort. But for some of you guys, maybe y'all game or something, and a lot of y'all friends are like on gaming apps or some shit, like you're a streamer or some shit on the internet, or I don't know, like maybe you have a lot of online friends. You could have a lot of long distance relationships with people abroad. So you could have traveled and you could have done many things in life that you're now at the moment where you're kind of like in your like settling down phase where you're not really moving as much. But yeah, that's how your friends and family perceive you. So how do your lovers perceive you and romantic partners? The Hermit. Oh my God. You are really a homebody. You are really out here in these streets, homebattling away. How your lovers perceive you, they can see you as very wise, intuitive. They could see you as a person who is probably fixated in your own ways. You're an individual who seeks depth and deeper meaning. You don't do surface level relationships. I feel like you're looking for something more meaningful, more spiritual, something that is actually going to provide you with some sort of sense of purpose. I feel like maybe you guys are the type of individuals that attach yourself to your partners and like maybe identify too harshly with your partners. And maybe this is a time that you're taking in your love life where a lot of romantic suitors are not really seeing you. You're not maybe active on the socials. You're not maybe going outside as much. You're not maybe engaging with romantic prospects and things like that. I feel like a lot of your romantic suitors see you that you're doing well on your own, and a lot of your romantic suitors see that you're kind of busy in your own little world pursuing your own little hobbies. So like maybe you guys could just have a very enriching life where you can have a lot of hobbies that you do from the comfort of your own home. So you can knit, you can cook, you could love to host friends in your home. You could like to have like your close-knit circle with you and like have a book club, or you're the type of individual who maybe like paints, does movie nights, watches series with your friends and family. And a lot of your lovers possibly like that aspect of you, that they're like that you're like a homebody, so you're giving like good girl energy, like you're not about to go outside and party and cheat on me and shit. But on other notes, it could be that, you know, your romantic prospects aren't really seeing you because you're not outside. You need to get outside. I don't know who the fuck I'm talking to. Pound number 2, this makes no sense. This makes absolutely no sense to me. So y'all let me know how this resonated with y'all in the comments. Please give this video a thumbs up if it resonated, all right? To get me out here to the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to join the drag. And I will see y'all next time. Bye. Hi, Pal 3. If you chose the third image, then this is going to be how do other people perceive you. We're going to be getting the general public, your friends and family, and your lovers. But before we get into the messages with the tarot, we're going to go ahead and channel this lovely, lovely photo that I got here from Pinterest. All right, so automatically getting Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire sign. You could be very fiery, very rebellious, an individual who very much walk it like I talk it, walk it like I talk it. Because I'm getting the Migos, walk it like I talk it, hey, walk it like I talk it. So you are an individual who says what you're gonna do, and you actually do that shit that you said that you was gonna do. Okay, I'm also getting Gemini, Aquarius, Earth sign heavy. Capricorn, Taurus, not the Virgo energy, but you could be a Virgo, but I'm getting Capricorn, Taurus specifically here. For some of you guys, you could have a very inquisitive mind, very curious. I feel like you have light in your eyes still, despite of whatever it is that you've been through. So a lot of people could really be drawn to your eyes specifically. I feel like you can get a lot of individuals, like, I feel like you can get a good read on individuals by just like scanning them with your eyes. So maybe you are able to see spirits, maybe you are able to see auras, maybe you're an individual who's a little kooky and a little funky. You could like rock, heavy metal, you could have gauges, you could have a lot of tattoos, you could like individuals with this, you could like a lot of freedom-oriented individuals, lots of artsy individuals, so like very like alternative individuals. I'm getting anime lovers here too. I'm getting individuals who are very much into like cathartic release energy. So I feel like you're a person who's very passionate and has a lot of emotions and just really needs to express it right there in the moment. So some of y'all could be impulsive. I'm also getting the type B friend where things just work out for you because it just is what it is. Like, even if you don't organize, if you don't plan, shit just be working out for you. So you're very lucky. For a lot of you guys, y'all could look like fairies, y'all could look like nymphs. You could really love and be into like not Greek astrology. Is there a Greek astrology? No, I meant like Greek mythologies. You guys could really be into that. Or like your family of origin comes from Greece. Or you could enjoy lots of Mediterranean cuisine. You could be an individual who is also quite the talker here. Quite the talker. So some of y'all mouths can be crazy. Some of y'all be saying some shit that's out of pocket. Sagittarius here. Sagittarius don't really give a fuck. They really don't give a fuck. Ooh. Oh. Ow. Not my third eye right here. Okay. What the fuck? So some of y'all be aware y'all need to shield yourself from spiritual attacks. So this is a warning. This has absolutely nothing to do with nothing perception wise. This is just random here channel message on YouTube. At this moment, people could actually really like you in orange, purples, greens, golds, or you should have that more in your wardrobe. So for a lot of my individuals who pick my POW number 3, I'm also getting you're not afraid to be solo. You're not afraid to stand on your own. I feel like you are an individual who is wholeheartedly set in your ways and your belief systems, and you don't really need any support. Okay, so you could get a lot of individuals who like to ostracize you. I feel like a lot of people don't understand people who are different, and you could have experienced a lot of people bullying you. I'm not gonna lie, you could have experienced a lot of isolation. You don't take in the work drama, you don't partake in that shit. I feel like you hate individuals who do small talk. I feel like you are more available to speak to people who have broader perspectives. I feel like you hate individuals who are so judgmental. I feel like you hate individuals who act immature, like high school. I feel like a lot of you guys, you know, I don't know why I get this feeling that like I could be into Halloween, so y'all could really like autumn, so that's your favorite season, or like you're kind of obsessed with like candy corn, and I'm also just getting like candy corn decor. So some of you guys could be very excited for the upcoming holiday season. Some of you guys could be working on your costumes, or like drawing up plans and doing like movie nights where you're gonna be indulging in the horror. Some of you guys could also like that new Sabrina the Teenage Witch show. I mean, it's not new anymore, but like the live, were they always live actions? Not the one on Netflix, bro. So some of you guys could be into the occult, love to read up on conspiracy theories, love deep dives. You could be a very polarizing person. So you're the type of individual who like people can't really get a good read on you. So you end up getting a lot of people projecting negative energy onto you. And you get a lot of people who are very much insecure within their energy. So whenever they come in contact with you, I feel like they just want to bully you. And I feel like individuals may want you to give into peer pressure, but you probably survive a lot of attempts on your life here. For some of y'all. Some of y'all could have had some near-death experiences here. My pile number 3. Okay, my pile number 3. What are people's perceptions of my pile number 3s? Okay, I'm getting the song, I got enemies, got a lot of enemies, got a lot of people that'll take me from your energy, trying to take away from, yeah. Okay, I don't know, man. You can have a lot of people bothered, hot and bothered, mad, and you don't give a fuck either. I feel like you don't give a fuck. People's perceptions of you might be doing this reading for funsies. Who am I to say? Pile number 3. Pile number 3. How do people perceive my pile number 3? The general public. General public. How do friends and family perceive my pile number 3? And how do they let us perceive my pad number 3? Okay, I'm getting Pepe Le Pew now. Not the Pepe Le Pew. I'm getting that you're the cat running away from Pepe Le Pew. Okay. So that must be into the lovers portion of the reading, because I'm kind of getting that you're not attracted to the people who are attracted to you. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. You could be attracting a lot of weirdos at this time. Anyways, at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles over here. You definitely could be into cooking shit up in the kitchen. And by cooking shit up in the kitchen, I feel like you be having a lot of projects going on, a lot of new things in your life. A lot of people see you always being active, busy body. You got some places to go, people to see, things to do. You are not the type of individual who is going to be out there just sitting down, doing nada, complacent. The Six of Pentacles energy is also telling me that you give energy to people who give to you. I feel like you're the type of individual who you give equal give and take to individuals who invest in you. But you're not the type of person to speak to people unless spoken to. That's another energy. Perceptions of you, okay? So the general public, how they perceive you, we have here the Knight of Pentacles. You're a person who's all about your business, all about your money. You take your time. Individuals see that you could be slow moving. Individuals see that you don't really care about like time. So like you are the type of person, you are going to get there at the time that you're going to get there. You're going to take your fucking time. For some of y'all could be stubborn. Okay? For some of y'all could be stubborn. For some of you guys are really honing in and focused on a specific goal that you're wanting to achieve and a specific dream that you're trying to manifest here. So your focus could be full throttle into that. Hey! Some of y'all could have taken a leap of faith recently to invest in your endeavors. So if you have decided to start a business, if you have decided to put in effort, if you have decided to go back to school, if you have decided to learn a new skill, people are seeing that. This is the general perception that the public has of you. I feel like there's new opportunities that are going to be coming into your environment in a professional sector. And some of y'all may be conjuring up that opportunity, and the opportunity is you. That's what I have in regards to the general public, pile number 3. Your friends and family, how they see you. We have the 6 of Cups here. I feel like your friends and family don't really see you as often as they should. I feel like your friends and family kind of miss your energy, and you get a lot of individuals reminiscing about the past with you. A lot of your friends and family like to probably bring up old photos or like to bring up old memories in old times of the times that they spent with you. I feel like a lot of your friends and family only see you when you are going to get-togethers or like to parties, or when, like, for your family members specifically, you're not the type of person to hang out with your individual family members. You're only going to be hanging out with your family members if there is a specific occasion for that. So like Thanksgiving, parties, graduations, you're not the type of individual to visit your family like that unless it's like your immediate family, like your mother or your father or your sister or whatever. And even sometimes you may forget to get in contact with them like that. I feel like you're the type of individual who just doesn't really reach out to other people. So some of you guys have gotten used to being self-sufficient due to the fact that you've been isolated a lot in regards to like your upbringing or like your experiences in school or even your professional experiences and things like that, where you were brought up to be more independent. Maybe you didn't have like parents that were emotionally investing in you, so you found other ways to keep your attention. And a lot of you guys could hate to not be busy or like feel useless or like you don't know what to do if you don't have something going on. For some of you guys, y'all need to take a much needed rest too. I feel like a lot of the individuals who I'm channeling in your friends and family, I feel like they could be worrying about you, and possibly you may be facing some sort of burnout. Also, call your parents. Call your siblings too. Call your friends. They miss you. People miss you. People like your energy. Get in contact with them. Why I gotta be the one to tell you this? We all got a lot going on. We all got a lot of things going on. But don't let the relationship slip away. Sometimes relationships do need work, and they need equal give and take. And they need you to give a little bit of something, because people feel like they're always reaching out to you and you're not reaching out to them. That's their perception. I don't know if that's right though. All right, when it comes to your lovers, pile number 3, we have the Temperance card over here. Okay, your lovers see you as somebody who's very balanced, who's very tempered in your energy, who very much has a life, has things, has hobbies. You're an individual who gives energy to individuals who give energy to you. You are the type of person who transmutes the energy in transaction through like the investments that people make. So when it comes to your lovers with the Temperance card here, the major arcana, I feel like you have a very big positive impact on your lovers. And you may be the type of person who kind of neglects your friends and family, but somehow when it comes to your romantic partners, you prioritize your romantic partners and their needs. And I feel like you like to give equal give and take energy with them. I feel like you approach them in a very balanced way. I feel like you're not the type of person to try to like castrate them. I don't know why I got that word, but when I'm getting that word, I'm trying to like say like you're not the type of person who likes to restrict individuals. I feel like you're very laissez-faire kind of individual. You kind of chillax. You're like chillax. Like you could have a lot of like situations going on where like friends turn into lovers. And like your romantic partners, take time to build here. And it's after y'all getting to know each other and investing in each other emotionally and actually doing hobbies together and immersing yourselves in each other's energies consistently over time. So your lovers with the Temperance card here, I feel like you could be a very healing presence to your lovers. I feel like your lovers really feel like you're a very nurturing person and that you're very loving, but in an impersonal kind of way. It's not giving like the Queen of Cups energy where you're like motherly, and it's not giving like King of Cups energy where like you're emotionally intelligent. You could be. It's more like like I love you unconditionally type love. Like I love you whether or not we are together type love. So some of you guys could still be friends with exes and stuff. And I feel like you could have very good romantic working relationships. But you need to call your friends. You need to call your friends and family, okay? I know you've been busy doing whatever it is that you're doing, pursuing whatever hobby it is that you're doing, possibly taking some sort of leap of faith into a brand new avenue in life. But yeah, that is what I have for you, my power number one. Not the power number one. Some of y'all may need to watch power one, actually. Power number 3. That is all that I have for you, my power number 3. If this video resonated, give it a damn share to get me out here to the YouTube algorithm. Comment down below, because I'm nosy. I be in y'all business. And subscribe to join the journey. I will see you guys next time. Bye.